The mother-daughter bond influences lives in ways that most people do not realize. Experts say the relationship between a woman and her mother is so powerful it affects everything from her health to her self-esteem. It is the most powerful bond in the world, for better or worse. It sets the stage for all other relationships. Two local resources within the Polk County community are partnering on an event to build even stronger family ties. The details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and we're going to talk today a little bit about Rock Your Life. Joining us in studio is Markina Butts-Fisher. Markina is the program manager for the Healthy Start Coalition of Hardy, Highlands, and Polk County with the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance. Welcome. Also joining us is LaTanya Smith. She's with Pearls Leadership Institute.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, we cannot forget Mariah Andreessen Otten. She's a youth program specialist with the Healthy Start Coalition of Hardy, Highlands, and Polk counties. How you doing, Mariah?
Good, how are you?
All right. What exactly is Rock Your Life? It sounds like a great time.
May is Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month, and in honor of Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month, the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, in partnership with Producing Pearls Leadership, have created mother-daughter event, Rock Your Life. And so I will let LaTanya tell you more about the Producing Pearls program.
Well, Pearls Leadership Institute was founded in 2005 through my husband and I, and so it evolved into doing mentorship programs that were gender specific for young ladies ages 12 through 21. And then when partnering with TIPA, we found out that young women were beginning to start having babies as young as 10. So our program parameters dropped down from to 10 to 21. And so as that evolved with the Pearls Leadership Institute, targeting teen pregnancy and purity in all aspects of life. And then we did a purity ball in 2007. So we're partnering with TIPA now to do Rock Your Life, to show them that they can rock every capacity of their life, and extending into how mothers and daughters communicate with each other, because a daughter's, as you said, a daughter's personality and her essence and everything that she is influenced even inside of the mother's womb. So we're wanting to influence and perpetuate them being able to communicate, thus lowering the teen pregnancy rates, because now they will have the capacity to be able to come and talk to their mother or father or that significant person in their life about their sexual activity or those type of behaviors that are at risk.
Markina, there's an old story that goes after a storm rolled through a community. There's a guy that drove by and saw a turtle on top of a fence post. The gist of the story is he didn't get there alone. Mm-hmm. Talk about the partnerships, especially with Pearls Institute that the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance has and forges and makes a difference in the community.
Well, what I love about the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, it is solely a community partnership. And so as we learn in our community, what I love uniquely about Polk is that partnerships are prevalent, and we usually cannot survive or exist without them. And the reason why we partner with Producing Pearls is because, as we stated, mothers and daughters are vital to our community, to our society. And we wanted to give our mothers and daughters resources and community connections. So not only is Producing Pearls Leadership Institute a part, but we also have tobacco-free partnerships, Interact Alliance, Students Working Against Tobacco, Youth Leadership Team, because it does take a community to raise a child.
LaTanya, in partnering with the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, the absolute brilliance of Rock Your Life, a Mother-Daughter Day. Talk about the influences, we said it in the opening, that a mother has on her daughter, on helping her make great choices and pointing them in a path to go down in life.
Well, as said, that influence even begins in the womb. So even as a daughter is birthed, it is even how the mother reacts and responds to hard times, how the mother reacts and responds to adversity, how she responds to good times, how she carries herself even from her diction, how she articulates, how she interacts with the environment that's around her. Things like life skills. Do you see your mother budgeting? Do you see your mother, simple things, brush her teeth twice a day? Does your mother make her bed before she leaves? Is those things from simple skill sets to those skill sets that actually empower them. So that's the great thing about Polk County Girls Rock, because it's going to allow them to take that whole gamut, because this event is being partnered with TIPA, but it's also going to evolve into an actual program with a curriculum for mothers and daughters.
Mariah, we've heard from the standpoint from the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, and of course the influence that the mothers have on the daughters, but you have a unique aspect that you work in. You're what we call frontline soldier. You're working with these kids every day. Talk about the influence that you and your group have on the teens today.
Well, we do a lot of activities with the kids to get them more in an open mindset where they feel comfortable enough to communicate, whether that be with their parents, teachers, a friend's parent. Just getting them comfortable with the idea of communication in general is really important. So when we come in with the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, we have our youth leadership team, and this is one of the outlets that we use to kind of bring the teens together, and it's an educational tool that we use. They get a lot of community service hours by participating, and they really are able to practice and enhance their communication skills. So I feel like the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance and the components and the events that we do really allow the kids to be able to come together and practice these skills and be able to work on communicating more, because that's such an important thing for the kids to do.
And the cool thing about your program is it's not adults standing over the top of the kids.
Right.
It's peer-to-peer. Talk about the importance of somebody within their own age, their own mindset, giving them that message.
Even me, I think that I look pretty youthful, that connection with the kids and me looking more youthful it does have its benefits. But what I get mostly from the kids when I go and teach is, well, we don't want to hear from you. We don't want to hear from the adults. We would rather go to our friends for advice, or we'd rather go to the internet if we can't get it from our friends, because they don't want to come to the adults and ask. That communication barrier is definitely there. So like I said, the kids, they want to hear from each other more so than hearing from us. So with the youth leadership team, what we do is we encourage them to be the ones that step out, and when we do community events and activities, they're the ones kind of in the forefront taking charge and leadership over the events and activities. They kind of facilitate the planning process. They're the ones that get up and introduce, and they're the ones that kind of speak on the subject, because, like I said, the kids want to hear from other kids their own age.
Marquinez, as Mariah said, grooming them for a leadership position. When this program was first introduced to Polk County was in the top of the state of Florida, and now you guys are results-oriented, results-driven. Talk about the success of the program.
Yes, since the inception of the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance, we have reduced our birth rates amongst our teens. We once were, as you stated, amongst the top 10. Now we are 16th out of 67 counties. And that shows a strong community influence towards our youth and our communities. You're talking for our girls under the age of 18 who are reducing teen birth rates, are making healthier choices. And a lot of it, I believe, is truly through peer-to-peer interaction and communication with their parents and strong adult relationships.
Now let's talk a little bit about the event itself, LaTanya. You guys are putting this on, and there are a bunch of speakers, a bunch of events, and the cool thing about it is you're trying to keep it open to everybody, and the best thing about it is, well, it's free.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about the day's events. What are we going to see?
Well, the exciting thing about it is that it's actually going to be talk show style, just like this. So it's uninhibiting, and it's a very open environment. And so the day's events is going to be free food. There's going to be a professional makeup artist there that's going to choose a couple of mother and daughters to make them over during that period of time. We're going to talk about what not to wear, but we're also going to get into some hard issues, some core issues in regards to self-esteem, and let young girls know that chivalry is not dead.
It's on life support, but it's not dead.
Absolutely. But there's a way that is to be handled. We're going to talk about something that is hiding behind the lipstick, which talks about the things that we as women that we hide behind. We hide behind our runway eyebrows and our eyelashes and our lipstick, but internally we have issues that cause us to make wrong choices. And it's great because the mothers and daughters are there, and it's also going to be something that I believe will help the mothers as well as the daughters. We're doing Why Daddy, which my husband is going to be doing. And we're talking about why daddy, but the influence that the father has in the house. And so when the father is not there, that impact that it makes on young women not having a template of what a modern day night should look like. So that's the day's events. And of course we're going to eat, and we're going to have fun. We got a live DJ, and we have a live performance, so it's really going to be great.
LaTanya, talk a little bit about the avenues that you're really opening up as a single parent and former military guy. I knew one way, you know what I mean? It was my way or the highway. Mm-hmm. But you present different avenues to parents, and there's negotiation skills, I mm-hmm. guess, you know, rather than go at it head on, you know, there's ways to address an issue, and you guys, you know, bring both the parents and the child into it. Mm-hmm.
And I think it is the key of, because I've been a single parent longer than I've been married, so I can understand your plight. And I think the key is bringing them into the same environment where they're hearing the same things simultaneously. And I think that is the key, because oftentimes they're in environments where the kids hear one thing and the parents, you know, they hear the same thing, but it's kind of like, what did I really just hear? So we're in an interactive environment where we really can say, now what did you just hear? What did you just understand? And so that they can leave out of there with the correct perception that fits the house. Because what a mother considers as a professional woman or successful woman is not necessarily what the teens of this day consider to be successful. So I think that's the inroad that is really being created through Polk County Girls Rock, and giving single parents the ability to know that there's a support and a backbone for them, that they don't have to stand through this alone, to help parent their daughters and get them to a place of being successful.
Now, Marquina, this is just the first in a series coming up in the next few months. I'm not going to give specific dates. We'll talk more about those on future shows. But talk about how you guys are not only reaching out to mother-daughters, you're going to be doing what I like to call basically a three-prong attack on.
Oh yes, we are approaching our community on all different fronts. We have the mother-daughter. We also will have a father and son event in June that will talk about modern day knighthood or chivalry. And then we also have our Teen Summit, which we're moving to August, as a back to school event. So we've reached fathers and sons, mother and daughters, and now we're preparing our youth to get ready and be educated and equipped with the knowledge for when they start school in August.
And the Teen Summit is always such a huge event. We've
Yes,
covered it
thank
for
you.
many years.
Yes.
Mariah, when the kids attend, say, an event like this or something to the Teen Summit, what are you hoping that they get out of it, that they bring back and they take to their peers?
Well, each Teen Summit we tend to have kind of a different theme, but with a strong message of Teen Pregnancy Prevention Alliance. Really, any communication is always our biggest component, because we feel like that can kind of be that disconnect between a parent and a child sometimes. So communication is always something that we strive for them to take away from an event like that, because we not only encourage the kids and the youth to come, but we encourage the parents to come with them as well for all of the events that we do. But any of the messages, we have different topics during the Teen Summit, so they can kind of choose which lane they want to go down, I would say. So whichever speaker they're going to hear, whatever topic they find the most interesting, we hope that they can take something from that and gain the knowledge to engage in less risky behaviors. So.
LaTanya, with the little time that we have left, I want you to inspire the folks at home, the mothers and daughters, to get off the couch and show up at this event.
Every mother, every daughter, every mentor, grandmother, godmother, whatever the case may be, I would encourage you to be to this Mother-Daughter Day with Polk County Girls Rock Your Life. It's going to be a phenomenal event, and we guarantee that you will learn some things with communication, empowering your life as a mother, empowering your daughters and your mentees to just take their life to the next level and just rock it out.
Markina, LaTanya, Mariah, ladies, thank you for joining us on Polk Place, and look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you so much.
Hey, and make sure you check out the Rock Your Life Mother and Daughter Day, Saturday, May 16th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It all happens at Polk State College. It's the Winter Haven campus. Now, the seating is limited, and on-site registration begins at 9 a.m. Attendance is for ages 10 and older, and children must be accompanied by an adult. Now, the guests include Pastor Sandy Coggins, Annette Parrish, Gerald Smith, along with Larry and Rachel Moore. The cost is absolutely free, and keep in mind the space is limited, and it's on a first-come, first-served basis. For more information, you can check out the Healthy Start Coalition website at healthystarthhp.org or give them a call at 863-534-9224.